Hello, and welcome back to Midtier. So, game plan today. Got all the competition potions ready to go. I aged them up, so they are pretty valuable. They're good to go for the competition. I have some potions brewing for a custom order, so we can earn some more money for that. Only got 3 days left, but I'm pretty much all ready to go, so basically the game plan... Here, let me just throw some stuff in the garden first. I forgot to do that. What was this? I think the red ones... I gotta find, like, another red ingredient that is really reliable. And I like the single color ones just because they can be used in, like, any recipe. Oh, these come in handy too. So, do that one. Let's see, we got some other good stuff here. These are some of the new ones I just got. That one's fine. And this one, got plenty of these. Use me out of those. Did I get? Thought I got a new one. Yeah, here it is. Get more of those. And... there we go. Okay, so got some more ingredients in the garden. So today we're just going to travel. Plan to reduce stress a bit. Probably not even going to open the shop at all. Mostly want to interact with the different characters. Try and get some more... I want to get some more cards. I really need a new closer card. Because Roxanne's is really good overall. But... I'm starting to rely less and less on ingredients that give lots of, that have like lots of negative traits. Most of my main go-to ingredients have little to no negative traits. You know, just since I have the money to spend, let's get that, the rare bonus ingredient. Mint's still out on her adventure. That's okay. We'll probably send Corsac out instead. First I want to rank up with him. I really like his Frosty the Squirrel card, so I want to see what else he has to offer. Was just about to do some birdhouse construction. You any good with tools? Corsac doesn't wait for an answer. Hands over small hammer, and sets out to work on his construction project. Occasionally, Corsac will grunt to indicate that Sylvia should hammer a nail while he holds a wooden board in place. So this is pretty fun, right? Right, cool. I do kind of like how Corsac seems like he's kind of... his character is kind of poking fun at the stereotype of like the quiet stoic character. Yeah, those characters are always fun, popular. And I personally like them, but they do kind of seem like a dime a dozen. Know what I mean? In just a short time, they constructed a small four-sided box with a circular entrance in each wall and a sloping roof. This is a pretty solid birdhouse. What? This? This is just the foyer. Yeah, that's the most he said since I got here. You're not much of a talker, are you? I suppose I'm out of practice. Been a while since I spent much time in the company of human beings. Really? Because people seem to be flocking to you when you were selling potions. I sort of had the impression that you amassed some fans, maybe even some groupies. Seemed to have scared them off. They kept coming around with something like hunger in their eyes. Started to feel like I was on the menu. So I spirited them with spritzed them with some urine from a saber-toothed cantaloupe. Very pungent stuff, that urine. Oof. Yeah, that's one way to chase people off. But that hunger you saw, were they maybe just eager to befriend you? Not sure I'm looking for friends. Been a long time since I ran with a pack. Don't mind you being here and helping out with the birdhouse. But I'm not sure I've got much to offer when it comes to socializing. I doubt that's true. You obviously lead an interesting life, so tell me about it. What have you been up to? Well, today I started working on a birdhouse. Right, I was here for that part, remember? I don't mean to be obtuse, Sylvia, and I do recognize when I'm being awkward. But despite what you may think, chit-chat isn't as natural as all that. When you're up against a cornered animal, it isn't so hard to know what that animal's going to do. Talking's different. People zig when you think they'll zag. They ask you questions already knowing what answers they want to hear. It's more complicated than anything I encounter out in the wilderness. People are messy. People are simple. I mean, both are true, to be honest. But I think this is a better response. People are simple. Don't overthink it. We all want variations on a theme. Love, money, food. Not necessarily in that order. If you say so. At any rate, I shouldn't complain. This is a new situation I'm in, sure. But adaptability, that's what I do. You gotta be nimble on your feet if you want to survive a hostile setting. Adapt. Play an active stance to use this card. Yeah, I remember that was one of Frosty the Squirrel's effects. It was like adapt increases interest by so much. I'll check the value on that. If it's good, I'll consider adding it. A hostile setting, like retail. You're an odd one, Sylvia. I don't mind it, though, especially since you're helping out with this birdhouse. Let's get the East Wing started next. That's where the water slide will go. Damn, that bird has a nicer house than I do. Alright, give him a gift. Flowers? What's the cheapest? Oh wait, that's the most. There you go. Alright, send you out on an adventure. Today is... Oh, whoops. Which one was it? Dragon Oasis has increased their drops. I should have the potions for that. Crater, Bone Waste. There it is. Okay, so we need Grand Poison, Grand Petrification. Oh crap, I don't know if I have Grand Petrification. I think I... Okay, I do. Cool. And Grand Poison. So we need some fire. Blocks 20 points. So 20 is probably 12. Nice. So now we don't need quite as much health. Still need a lot of mana. So he has 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So he needs at least 13. I might have to give him a tolerance potion. Yeah. Or do I just want to... Do I just want to do this? So we actually don't even need this much health. Will that be enough? Hell yeah. We'll save one of our good potions for another day. Alright, go get him, Corsac. Let's see. Let's rank up with Muktuk. The fire can wait a while. I can see it in your eyes, Sylvia. You wish to know if I made progress. You wish to know if the great work nears completion. Sadly, the answer is no. Your dear Muktuk is in a rut. What's the problem? Maybe I can help. This is good of you, but my difficulty, it is metaphorical in nature. At this stage in my pilgrimage, the ancestors should bellow, filling my muscles with resolute purpose. Instead, they whisper, they gesture, and I find myself unsure how to proceed. You should seek inspiration elsewhere. It would be faster than waiting around. What do you suggest? It borders on sacrilege. And yet, what is art without transgression? Perhaps the ancestors are quiet because they wish for me to turn my attention outward. It is decided. A change of scenery is called for. A quest for inspiration. Let us away. I mean, so far I really liked Muktuk's cards. They seem to be more high cost than the current build I'm using. And here we are in the bosom of nature's beauty. At the sound of Muktuk's booming voice, birds take flight, scattering into the air. Muktuk seems pleased by this. He notes where the birds originated, then approaches their now abandoned trees. See there, cradled gently tween the branches? A bird's nest is a marvelous thing. It sets a purpose, a crucial one. That purpose informs everything about its construction, from the materials used to its very shape. Yet there is room for flourish, for creative expression. See now how two nests are precisely alike, see the subtle variations employed. And that protean gap between form and function, purpose and playfulness. That is where we see art. I want to meet the bird who used tinsel in her nest. Very festive. Quite so, a daring choice. I find I like this forest biome, Sylvia. We do not have them where I am from. Really? No trees? Oh, we have trees, but they are solitary, barren things. The harsh, wintry climate of my homeland does not allow for such verdancy. No wonder you like the forge. It's one way to chase away the chill. And what sweet music it makes. That is why we travel. Why we leave the safety of home to see things we would otherwise not dream possible. For even the wildest of imaginations is limited by our context, our experiences. The broader your horizons, the bolder your imaginings become. It can get lonely, though, being an outsider, being so far away from home. I know well what you speak, for even in a land of immigrants, Muktuk is a curiosity. But this is why, as I have said, we must know our own worth. Where others might falter, we, as working artisans, determined to leave our mark on a strange land, must put our best selves forward. And if in our heart of hearts, we should hold some doubt, we do not show it. Instead, we show confidence and unshakable bravado. Bravado. Applies bravado 2 turns. Applies 3 additional interest whenever a card is played. Okay, so it's very similar to Frosty of the Squirrel, but it's instead focuses more on like a bigger gain over a shorter time period. That might work better for the competition, actually. Fake it till you make it, right? But hey, how are you feeling about your project? You seem super inspired by that nest. A wondrous sight it was. Yet in truth, I think it could have been better. The execution was interesting, but there was something deeply derivative in the conception. Harsh, but fair. Alas, it is ever so. Other artists with their own flaws and foibles can only ever offer so much. Still, my mood is improved. I am happy to have spent this time in nature. And most assuredly to have spent it with you. Alright. Let's give a gift. He likes ore. Yeah, let's hang out with Muktuk. Gallery visits, weightlifting, blacksmithing. We stoke the fire and then we can begin. Muktuk invites Sylvia into his sled where he's out. He set out a variety of tools. They decide to make a dagger together, which is less complicated than a larger item, but will still be easy for Muktuk to sell. The sled is hot, but Sylvia finds the heat helps her concentration. She's used to working above a boiling cauldron. This isn't so different. As with potions, crafting a weapon involves precision, patience, and single-minded focus. Sylvia has these skills in spades. A natural at the anvil. If you ever tire of potions, there is a place for you at my forge. All right. And then that last little bit of stress should go away in the morning. Oh, Mint's back. Crushed it, Sylvia. I crushed it. Got a lot of stuff. Working of the Ice Princess. Yeti Pelt. So Yeti Pelt, that's a new type of kindling. Arctic floor. Well, you want to go out on another one? First, we'll get you a gift. You like slime, right? Oh wow, we can rank up again. I got 2 more left. So I could rank up with Mint, and then probably rank up with someone else. Yeah, sure. Let's rank up with Mint. I'm awfully glad you're hanging around today. I need to pick me up. And there's nothing better than spending time with my girlfriend. Total agreement there. That's why I'm here. So what should we do? Oh, I know. Somewhere out there, a cat is stuck in a tree. It happens every day. And what's good is a hero with these... If those mules for help go unanswered. I mean, does that actually happen? Like, cats getting stuck in trees? Like, aren't cats supposed to be really good at climbing? Do they just not know how to get back down? Just to be clear, when you say cats, I mean pirates. Yeah, very enthusiastic climbers, those pirates. Come on, I'll show you. If Sylvia survives, Mint wasn't exaggerating the plight of Rafta's cat pirates. They walk hand in hand through town, eyes up the trees. It's only 5 minutes before Mint spots a fearful feline clinging to a high branch. And this particular cat is no fresh kitten. He's a wizened old pirate with gray fur around his muzzle and a sun-bleached peg leg. Mint has to scale the tree in order to coax the pirate down to safety. Sylvia enjoys seeing Mint in action, particularly from this angle. Looking good up there. Once his paws are back on solid ground, the cat curtsies by way of a thank you, then darts off towards the dogs. You'd think they learn to climb those things. It never ends well for them. But I guess I know what it's like to make the same mistake over and over. That's my quest. Take my quest, for instance. Still no luck out there? Plenty of luck. All of it bad. The other day I found a pretty famous short sword that's been wielded in some epic campaigns. Somehow it ended up in the dragon's hoard. I had to fight my way through a clutch of drakes, sneak past the sleeping dragon, and solve a super obtuse riddle just to get my hands on it. This has got to be a reference to The Hobbit, right? Sounds like quite an adventure. But this sword's whole thing is that it glows when you're in the vicinity of a monster. Yeah, totally The Hobbit. Which, as it turns out, isn't super helpful when there are monsters everywhere and you're trying to retain the element of surprise. I mean, it'd be... If you're in, like, a group situation, you're like the party tank, it kind of works out. But, again, maybe not if you're sneaking around. Just, you know, I mean, just talk to Muktuk. Get a really nice, scabbard that'll, like... You know, like, wrap it up when you're trying to be, sneaky. After that, I tracked down a fabled artifact called the Everstone. It had been abandoned atop the highest peak on the island. According to the stories, whoever wields the Everstone has their strength increased tenfold. I assumed that meant it was enchanted with a buff of some kind. Turns out it's just a heavy rock. It makes you stronger if you bench press it every day. Look on the right side. I bet you got quite a view from atop that mountain. You know, I really did. I wish you could have been there. Despite everything else going on, I've been in high spirits since our big talk. I feel incredibly lucky to be your girlfriend. You feel lucky. I'm the one dating this town's greatest hero. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I'm worried that I'm not quite living up to the expectations on the heroics front. I'm sure that's not true. Stats don't lie, Sylvia. Baptiste tracks it all. who brought in the most loot this week, who took down the most monsters, who cleared which dungeons fastest. I'm not the worst, but I'm not the best. Not in any category. I didn't come all this way to be, you know, mediocre. It's time to step up. Time to prove I'm worthy. By finding a weapon fit for a true hero. I know it's out there, Sylvia, and I'm going to find it. Hey, I mean, there's no shame in being average. There's a lot of people out there, most of us are bound to fall somewhere in the middle. You had better not. Not if you want this coupon. Oh, I was hoping for a card. I mean... I want it. I do. Today, everybody gets what they want. I'm going back out there, and I'm not going to quit until I find what I'm looking for. So, like I was saying before, Mint kind of seems like the weakest of the heroes because she has the lowest amount of potions she can use. But now that I have a potion where I can like increase their tolerance, it kind of comes in. Wait, what was the other? Crater has weakened monsters and decreased their thought, so I don't want to do the Crater. Dragon Oasis, Ice Cracks, Arctic. She just got back from the Arctic. Do I want to send her back out there? Or maybe we could do another Dragon Oasis one. So, tolerance. Do I have more poison? Yep, got some poison. Petrification. Need some more fire tonics. So one big mana potion, one small mana potion. Still needs a little more health. And we got room for one more, so stamina? And since it's 50% off, like, costs half of what it costs for Corsac. So, might not... Doesn't look like we actually need that mana. So maybe we'll throw on a speed potion just so she'll be back sooner. 4, 4, 4. Which of these is worth the least? There. And then she'll be back in the morning. Yep. Hammer time. Okay, so let's go to the pirates. So we can't rank up with anybody else, unfortunately. Maybe I shouldn't have done mints, but then again... Ooh, Sulfuric Falls floor. That looks pretty cool. Here, have a fish. So let's expand the inventory. Still like my best single element or single color ingredients. Verdant bramble rose. That's pretty good for like positive traits. Some more of those, some more of these. Although I got some of these growing in the garden, so I don't really need them. Death's Embrace. Don't really know what I'm going for. I'm just kind of buying stuff that seems like it could come in handy. Orchid of the Ice Princess. This is like my new best item for like single blue, although it does have a negative trait. So, and then I try to get some good trait items that have like low magmin so they won't throw off the recipe too much if I'm going for something specific. Yeah, these are really good. Okay, so I got plenty of taste. Got some of these already, so we'll just get 2 more. Got plenty of those. Plenty of those. Got a couple more of these. More of these. Spending a lot of money. But I'm starting to run low on these, like, positive trait ingredients anyway. This is the only 4 I have that have the good... Oh, and don't have a negative trait attached to it. Gotcha. Alright. So... sure, we'll give you a gift too. You like... What? I forget, what does... what does Quinn like? Flesh? Do you like flesh? Oh, he does. Alright. Alright, I'm also basically out of fuel. Additional cauldron, additional shelf. Yeah, can't afford that yet. I do have these Yeti pelts, so that'll come in handy. I don't... Oh! Whoops, I actually didn't mean to buy that. I meant to hit the back button. I just wasn't paying that much attention. Four. Spending all my money again. But I'm like, I have like no fuel left. So I really wanted to stock up. Nope, get that last one. Although hay's not really very useful to me anymore, but it's really cheap. Well, I was planning on getting more upgrades eventually, so I'm not really that upset about it. But, well, here, gift, plants. Yeah, it's way more money than I was planning on spending, but that's okay. Tomorrow we can fulfill Roxanne's order, get some money for that, and then... Yes, I'd like to place an order for delivery. Alright, so... it should be down to 0 stress now, so we can open the shop again. Make some more money selling some of those extra potions that I don't need for the competition. What are you doing up so early? Market research. Vague but uncharacteristically brief. That works for me. Stick around, Sylvia. You might learn something. Ah, here we go. Fair tidings. She seems creepier than usual. Yikes, Anubia, are you feeling all right? Your potion has arrived within the promised time frame. Mike, what? What is happening right now? Thank you for your business. Wait a minute. Oswald, did you order a potion from the competition? Like I said, market research. I wanted to learn a few things, such as how speedy Anubia's service is. Pay the drone now, won't you? Oh, it's a drone. I will not. And I wonder what happens if we don't pay. Thank you for your business. You have an unpaid balance. We may have found Anubia's weakness if her entire workforce is mindless. You have an unpaid... Shush, drone. We were just talking about how foolish your mistress is. You might be onto something, Oswald, if nothing else. This dummy is perfect for practicing my festival trash talk. Oh, I'm Anubia, and I think I'm so great. But I'm really a big brat, and when I lose the festival, I'm going to cry like a stupid baby. You Toad, how dare you speak to me thus? Wait a minute, Anubia? I thought this thing was a mindless drone. Less a drone than a husk. Only I can inhabit at will. It's a useful talent. My eyes and ears are everywhere. That's actually kind of interesting. Like, sending out, like, essentially clones that you can then kind of, like, possess and manipulate them from a distance. That... I'm sure people have done it before, but that would be like a really good like villain for like a D&D campaign. Where like the villain just kind of shows up everywhere. Because they're like a mage who like projects themselves from a distance. That means you're spying on people? People let these things into their homes? They have no idea that you can listen in where... Oh, now... As if anyone were at all interesting. Yeah, so obviously kind of taking a bit of a dig at like Amazon here. But you're a fool if you think trading potions for coins is a path to success. And like, I'm always wary about, you know, giant mega corporation listening in on the people's conversations, but at the same time, most people actually live fairly boring lives that don't really warrant that much attention. That's the other thing. It's like more of a like conspiracy theorist when they say like it's like, oh, the government's tracking my every move, and I'm like, I mean, to some extent, yeah, but your life's probably not as interesting as you think it is. Like from an outsider's perspective. Usually like corporations and governments are more interested in like the big picture thing. They're not really interested in the minute details of people's lives, but I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. If you're a fool if you think trading potions for coin is the path to success. The only true valuable commodity in the world is data. Yeah, see, exactly. They're interested in data, not like in kind of the broad strokes, not necessarily individual what this person does on day-to-day life, just more like what kind of category can fit this person in so we can market products and services to them that they would likely to buy. Selling potions is a means to an end. It gets me into their homes, into their heads, and once I've learned all there is to learn about the people of Rafta, they will be my subjects in every way that matters. You're a total megalomaniac, and if you think I'll stay quiet about this, tell whoever you like. See what good it does. My prediction? people will give up a little privacy for a little convenience. I'm offering a great deal of convenience. Yep. Thank you for your business. May your purchase bring you contentment. Don't forget to rate your experience. I'll rate my experience. I like Oswald popping up behind the counter there. I'll rate my experience all right. Unsettling, would not recommend. I mean, did you hear all that? She's a total creep, a monster. And she's wrong about people. Isn't she? I hope so, Sylvia. I suppose we'll learn soon enough. Yeah, sadly, she's not really wrong about people. Ooh, Anubi's Curse of Pestilence. The Arctic is currently locked out for heroes to travel to. The crater is currently locked out for heroes to travel. Damn it! I was hoping to go to the crater today. If I knew it was going to be locked out, I would have sent Zid out, but I was like, oh, reduced loot? I don't want that. Increased value for ice tonics. Increased value for petrification cures. The Dragon Oasis has stronger monsters and better loot. Increased value for tonics. Good sensation trait has more impact. The competition is fast approaching. Are you on track? Yep, totally. Now we just gotta earn back some money. Oh, first I want to take a look at the deck builder. What's this new card we got? So Bravado, like I think I want to stick with Frosty the Squirrel for now, but Bravado I might put that in instead for like the competition. Adept, play an active stance. Corsax Adapt card changes to deal 16 interest. 16 interest for 1 cost? That's pretty damn good. So it's more than keep it simple. So I think I'm going to take those out and put Adapt in instead. So deck's kind of come along. Like I said before, kind of the strategy is a lot of low cost stuff to keep Frosty the Squirrel active. Like the only 2 cards I have that have 2 are Scheme, which just is like a draw card, and Keep Your Guard Up, which is both defense and offense at the same time. Although, yeah, maybe I might replace it with Strike or Strike Later, since it gives more shield and more interest, but you can only pick one or the other. Like if this costs 1, you know, if it costs 1, it'd be like too good, honestly. Like I said, I still need to look for another sleight of hand. Like Roxanne's really good, but I'm not using low. Oh, I don't. Oh, I do have Roxanne's coupon. Okay, for a second. I'm pretty happy with that deck as is right now, though. But let's bottle up these potions. That one still need some more time on that. Nice. Since we have 0 stress, we'll open the shop again today. Should make some good money from that. I want to check out those new. Oh, I'm on walls, floors. Arctic floor. Ooh, that's nice. Sulfuric Falls floor. So maybe we'll do that in front and this in the back. And then the walls, Ocean Coast. Kind of like the red. And I did accidentally build a new cauldron spot, which should be... Oh, whoops. I mean, I was going to upgrade that eventually, But I was just like, oh, I'll probably do that tomorrow or the day after. But at least now I don't have to spend the money on it. So things are coming along really nicely. I did spend more money than I really wanted to yesterday, but now that we're back down to stress level 0, we can open the shop, sell a lot of really good stuff. And yeah, now that there's an extra cauldron, we could potentially make more potions to sell, but at this point, I think the name of the game is to like just start making up more money again, to have like a bit of some extra to start spending on new stuff when the next like 10-day cycle rolls around. What was it? But yeah, so I'll call it there for now. Like I said, game plan for next time is open the shop, earn some cash, and probably try not to spend too much of it. Probably try to hold on to most of it so I can invest it as soon as the next competition is over. But like I said, that'll be for next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again later.